Andy spoke right into my ear and said, "Slide your pants down some so we can get more of our bodies touching." I was too cold and my knee hurting too much to think anything of this other than the fact that Andy was trying to help me stay warm. Back then, I was an extremely skinny boy, skinnier than you are now, and I didn't have any of the definition that you have, so I didn't have to unbuckle my belt or unfasten my blue jeans to get them down. I simply hooked my thumbs into each of my back pockets and slipped my pants about halfway down my backside, and my underwear went down at the same time. "Whoa!" I exclaimed, and Meek agreed with a single nod as he continued. Apparently Andy wanted us to have more contact than that because he pushed them even farther down so that my entire backside was exposed while my front wasn't. I didn't say anything to that, so Meek continued by saying, since we were covered with the top, I couldn't see what he was doing but soon felt that he'd pulled his pants down too. Therefore, when I slid back against him, my bottom was on his bare lap, my back against his bare stomach and chest. Again, he wrapped his arms around me and commenced to rub my front with strong circular motions. He asked me if I was warming up, and I think I nodded my head, but to be honest, I am not sure. You see, something was happening, which caused my head to fill with fog and my temples to pound like big bass drums. There was also something strange going on inside my pants, a tingling like I'd never felt before. I don't think I talked for a while as I listened intently to what Meek was telling me. I'll also add that it was about this time I too began to feel a strange going on inside my own pants. Thankfully, I was still sitting with my legs pulled up to my chest and my arms wrapped tightly around them. Therefore, there was no way Meek could see or tell that his story was having an effect on me. As the Uncle Bob's truck bounced about, Andy's arms held me tightly to him while his hands rubbed my front in ever-increasing circles. Soon he had moved his hands under my sweatshirt so that his hands were in direct contact with my stomach and chest. Meek paused long enough to put another short piece of a branch on the fire and then continued, "I noticed I was breathing heavily, and almost immediately noticed Andy too was breathing just as heavily. His hot breath was warming my right ear and cheek nicely too." Uncle Bob suddenly turned right and the two of us slid as one across the bed of the truck to the driver's side, hitting the side of the bed hard enough that we both moaned from the pain. I made a pained expression to Meek but didn't speak as I didn't want to interrupt his story again.